Hi everyone, hi Nick. I'm back to share my latest journal with you. This is a big one, very big one. It is sewing theme, obviously, and it's hardcover. Measures about 8 by 5 3/4 ish, with a 2.5, about 2.5-inch spine. I'll show you from the top. 3 signatures. The cover is made from bookboard and then covered with like a brown tan cardstock, and then I Mod Podged some vintage pattern tissue all over it. And then on the spine, this way I guess, and then on the spine is 4 different laces. The bottom one is vintage, the rest of them are from Hobby Lobby. Then on the cover is an image from, this is Sue Olson. It's one of her dress tags, comes in a sheet of 4. So I cut that down, stitched it onto this piece of vintage fabric that Renee gave me that I fringed, and then there's just some pink, very pale pink organza ribbon and a vintage button. And then across the bottom here is layered some vintage lace and a whole bunch of vintage buttons and a Tim Holtz pin and a sentiment, a wooden spool, and a couple of charms, a pair of scissors, and a little tape measure. So this kind of makes like a sewing kind of a collage-y kind of thing. The closure is eyelets and brown seam binding. The spine is both Hobby Lobby. No, I think this is all Hobby Lobby. I think that's all Hobby Lobby trim and lace on the spine. I also did some tabs with some Tim Holtz, the little bit that I had left of the Tim Holtz measuring tape, which you'll see when we get into the journal. On the bottom, dangling off the bottom is some of that that button trim from Hobby Lobby. I can't. Well, the camera's not going to pick it up, but this all dangles off the bottom. Lots of sewing in here. There's a lot going on. Excuse me. There's a lot going on in here. Let's see. Printables are. There's the Sue Olson, and then it's Artie Mays and I'm only 1 cup of coffee. Tsunami Rose, and then a bunch of really cool stuff from my stash, which I will point out as we go along. The kit is the printable. The pages are Artie Mays' sewing kit, and I've used a fair bit of the ephemera and whatnot that comes along with the kit. Front and back inside pages are just one of the pages from the kit that I didn't use. Cut it down, stitched around it, glued it down, and on the inside of the spine is some more of the pattern tissue, just Mod Podged down. This is a little stiff, but as you work it, it will loosen up, because it's way looser than it was. Because I've had it closed and then kind of weighted down, so it will loosen up. Did a little bit of stenciling, dug out some of my stencils. We have corner pockets and a bunch of other stuff. I did some. This is interfacing, vintage interfacing that I had in my stash, and this is vintage. Yep, that is vintage lace. It's a journaling card from the kit that I sewed together. And then these are, there's a few of these in here. This is a page that I cut apart that Judy sent me. She sent me, so hi Judy. She sent me a awesome Happy Mail with lots of vintage lace, some of which this is. Some gorgeous lace, a whole bunch of really terrific stuff, and there's a folder of pages from a couple of Sears and Roebuck catalogs, and one of them was from 1901, and a big bunch, many pages, and this happened to be one of the pages, and I cut it apart and made some journaling cards out of it. The paper is so thin you could practically see through it, and it's awesome. I could very easily just hoard them and never give them out, but that wouldn't be fair. So this is one of the parts of one of the pages. I cut one page up and put it in here. So that's one of those. This is all Hobby Lobby. It's all sewn on. We have graph paper. This is from a vintage embroidery book. This is an envelope from Junk That Treasure, which I just layered some stuff on. I stamped on that. It flips over so you can journal all over the back, and there's just a piece of ephemera in there. That's Tsunami Rose. Go back in. Thank you. Some beginning piano book. My brother is a very talented musician. He plays the trumpet, but when he was graduating from high school, he decided that if there was going to be any music made at graduation, that he was going to be the one to make it. So he taught himself to play the piano so he could play Pomp and Circumstance for his high school graduation. So this was one of the beginning piano books that he used to teach himself to play Pomp and Circumstance. I used some vintage pattern envelopes instead of other kinds of envelopes or paper bags sewn in, so there's one in each signature. I haven't put anything in. I don't think I put anything in any of them. So these are empty, and I left the flap. That's when patterns were inexpensive. It was $1.50. I don't cost that now. Some stenciling, some stamping, some stenciling. It's a belly band, a journal card. This is from a really old embroidery book. I used some pattern tissue rather than tracing paper. Lined paper. It's a vintage button card. This doily comes off. Everything comes off. I'm not going to undo it because these paper clips are a pain in the butt. So you can write all on there, and then this is just a journal card from the kit. They're all sewn onto coffee dyed paper. I love this trim. Found it on, yeah, I guess I did get this at Hobby Lobby in the bridal trim section. Pockets from the kit and tags from the kit. Dictionary page. And this is all vintage trim, and this gorgeous vintage fabric that I got in that wonderful Happy Mail. This envelope from the kit in the center of the signature with the journal card. This is a fold out. Some Hobby Lobby lace sewn on. This could be glued down if you wanted to, and make a tuck spot out of it. But it is open in the back for a journal card. And there's some more really old notebook paper, dictionary. It's another top tuck with just some layering. The sentiment, and this is a little doily underneath is vintage. And there's a tag from the kit, and this is Tsunami Rose that I printed on some graph paper. ledger. This is an envelope from the kit. And it's just a little bow paper clip, and has the journaling card inside. And then this goes back over the top. Like that. And then I tuck this on the other side. It's a pattern, embroidery pattern, and there's some of that. There's that button. Move it back so you can see it. There's that button trim, and I've left the strings kind of long. They can be trimmed off. They were longer. They were really bugging me, so oops, there's a piece of what's in the center there. So I cut them shorter than I had them because they were just driving me crazy. There's the other part of that envelope. Let's see, you can get somebody's notations on it. And there's a tab, another pocket and tag from the kit. This is a pocket from the kit, and these never stay. I never can make these stay tight, so I just put a paper clip just to hold everything down. That's a small pocket from the kit, and that's Tsunami Rose. And that's a dress form from the kit. It's first signature. There's another pattern envelope. Looks like from the 80s, based on the hairstyle there. Empty. This is a needle case from the kit, which I made into a belly band. Some more piano book. Oops. This is sewing patterns for quilted vests, actually. Vintage book. Oh, there's a pocket from the kit that I missed putting something in. I'll have to get that after. Pattern paper, some more embroidery book, another tab. It's another flip up here with some organza and lace from the Happy Mail from Judy, and then this is some more vintage lace that I purchased on Etsy. Ledger. This is my favorite dress stamp, which I haven't used in ages. It's another interfacing pocket. There's some more from that vintage Sears and Roebuck catalog. A journal card from the kit and a spool tag from the kit. There's another doily from Junk That Treasures, which comes off, completely off. Some more of the button trim. There's a tag from the kit. That's a little Tim Holtz. And on the back side is a playing card. Center the signature with another envelope with the journal card inside. Tag from the kit that I just made into a tuck spot. Tsunami Rose, and another tag from the kit. Dictionary, some tuck spots that I made out of an extra page. Just layered some bits and pieces there. And Tsunami Rose printed on some graph paper. And two tags from the kit. There's another tag from the kit, just with one of those paper clips sewn onto copy dyed paper. Another thread down. It's another fold out. With that journal card in the back. This is some Tsunami Rose ephemera. It's on a light bulb paper clip. These could be cut apart. I just left them together. That's clipped onto some more piano music. And then on this side is another vintage button card with 4 blue buttons. That's the other half of this pattern envelope. There's the third signature. That's another belly band. This is from the kit, and this is Tsunami Rose. Lined paper, more music. It's another flip up. So I got some eyelet fabric and some vintage laces. Pattern. New ledger. Pocket with a tag and a postcard. I'm going to get back in there. Lined paper. And this is another envelope from Junk That Treasures. They have a little glassine envelope, and I just put some little pieces of lace trimmings in there and sewed it closed, and it's just glued down. It's just kind of, because I thought it was pretty. And then this flips up, and there's a journal card or a tag in the little envelope. And then behind it is a journal card, and then here's some more from that Sears and Roebuck catalog. So it tucks in there. And there's the center of the signature with, what's in there? Oh, a couple of dress forms and a spool tag. Use these wherever. Another, I'm going all over the place here. I have another doily that comes completely off. And underneath it is this ephemera from Tsunami Rose. Tuck that underneath. There's a tag from the kit with a pink paper clip, and on the back is one of the needle cases from the kit. And there's some more of that button trim. It's an embroidery book. One more interfacing pocket. Tsunami Rose, and from the kit. These are all sewn on coffee dyed paper. And graph. Alright, come on. Graph paper, notebook. That's another fold out. This is some vintage lace and a journal card. Patterned envelope. I have another tuck spot here with some vintage lace and a fabric flower that I found in my stash. And some more Tsunami Rose ephemera, a tag from the kit, and another piece from that Luscious catalog. This is another one of the needle cases. paper clipped there. And here's another one of those little lace, I'm trying to get up there so you can see it, little lace tidbit, bits and pieces bag. It can be put wherever. It's a pattern, more corner pocket. It's again paper clipped because I can't get them to hold tight. Tsunami Rose. This is a vintage snap card. You can draw on it or put it somewhere as a tuck spot. That's the price tag off of that. Guess I'll stick it. I'll tuck that right there. That's the price tag off of that snap card. That's Tim Holtz, and that's from the kit. Excuse me. And that's the back page, and that's the back inside cover. So this will be listed in the shop, Pumpkin Patch Journals. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And I will see you again soon with another journal. Thanks for watching. Bye.